Alrighty, everyone. Welcome into the stream. We should be live. We should be good. All right. Welcome into the stream, everyone. Here on this Sunday, July 5th, 2026, we have tropical storm BAVI, or not even tropical storm, super typhoon. This isn't even in America. We have super typhoon BAVI about to make landfall here today. I believe this is Guam, right? Is this Guam? Yeah, it's Guam. About to make landfall in Guam. We're talking about a potentially catastrophic situation. I mean, like this guys, this is not gonna be good. This is gonna be a huge problem here that we're seeing. That should be hidden. We are going to be talking about an absolutely huge and very destructive storm here that is going to impact. It's very unfortunate what we're seeing happen here for our friends in Guam today. This is a very, 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 very dangerous situation here. No, I'm not going to put it like that. That good? Yeah, it's good. But yeah, we're talking about a catastrophic situation here in Guam. Like, this thing is just tearing it up right now. If I can get a satellite image, yes. Look at the satellite imagery on this super typhoon. This is obviously the pre-coverage. We're not going to be here for the landfall because I haven't even went to bed yet, but we are going to be here for a pre-coverage just to kind of give you guys a look at what's going on right now, because this is insane, man. This thing is absolutely just destructive in every way. Hopefully the ticker that I have at the bottom of the screen, a little scroll text, is fine. We have embedded tornadoes everywhere in this. This is one right here. This is one. I mean, look, they're everywhere. Like, guys, they're literally everywhere. I don't know why, but my pen is not going away. I'm going to reload the page. But, I mean, man, we have little spin-up tornadoes absolutely everywhere. I mean, look at this. Typhoon warning is going to be here for the next few hours. Look, there's one here, one right next to it. There is a ton, and I mean a ton of tornadoes everywhere. And the bad thing is that we don't have tornado warnings here in Guam, I believe. So it is not good what we're seeing happen here. This is going to be, we're talking about a catastrophic situation for our friends here in Guam. I mean, look at the eye wall on this thing. It's the sharpest gradient I've ever seen, from intense rain to literally nothing. The eye wall probably looks insane in there. I don't think we have any hurricane hunters on this. Look at that eye wall. It is so strong right now. This is going to be very bad. This thing is very, very, very strong. This thing is just tearing it up right now as well. Taking a look at the velocity signatures to show you how many of these tornadoes are they're appearing out of nowhere. And we're not talking about little tornadoes in this either. These are pretty big tornadoes that have just like sparked up from here. But unfortunately, we don't have any cameras in Guam. We don't have any. I mean, I think I can probably find one if I look up Guam cameras, hopefully. We just have live weather. Okay, we might have a webcam here. I hope. Is this a webcam? Do you own a webcam? There is. Welcome to the webcam stream. There is no webcam on this. What? There's no camera on that page. I don't get it. Okay, so I'm getting pretty much they're all offline. Like, we have one. This camera is offline. And this camera is off. Okay, we have no cameras anywhere apparently in Guam right now. Yep. Oh, we have the National Tennis Center. Is this live? This might be live. Yeah, this is live. Wait, maybe. Okay, this is the one camera we have here in Guam. Hopefully you can see it. This is at a tennis court. You can see the rain already starting. The storm is not there yet. It's not in Guam yet. But this is a little bit of a look as to what you're going to see if you live in Guam. Early Monday, July 6th is, I think, when this is going to be like very, very close. Obviously, we're probably not going to be here for the full live coverage of this thing. This thing is going to be over Guam for a very long time as well. But from right now, what we're seeing, yeah, that is nuts. That is definitely right now. This camera, we might have to pay attention to this camera. This camera might get crazy, so I'm gonna watch that pretty closely. But yeah, guys, that's pretty insane right there. I don't know. Yeah, you never see something like that. I'm taking a look at the signature right now on radar. My bad. We're gonna switch it back over. But right now, this typhoon, guys, is gonna be one of a kind. This thing is going to be talked about probably for a very, very long time after it's gone here. Again, the tornadoes. There's tornadoes absolutely everywhere. If you're tuning in right now, and you live in Guam, which I'm sure they don't even have power at this point. The eye wall is still really far away, pretty far away. But the outer bands, this is the part that's very dangerous to Guam. Even though Guam is a small area, these tornadoes are going to be popping up left and right from every different direction. It's going to be very difficult in this part, which the blue and the green, to see if we have tornadoes. Right now, I can pretty much pinpoint there is a ton of tornadoes right now. We have one here, one there, one there, one there, one there, and that's not even close. That's another one right there. There's a ton. I'm sure there's one back in here too. They're all over water right now though. So if you live in Guam, as of right now, it's going to be very hard to tell though if we have the radar signature takes up most of the island. So it's going to be very hard to tell. This storm moving on though might have it. Usually you see those rotation signatures in the embedded storms. But this has a lot of this typhoon has a lot of outer bands. This is going to be a problem here. When this gets to Guam, we got to hope that this doesn't produce a tornado, because if it does, it could be catastrophic, as right now this thing is tearing it up. Like, we probably will see a tornado in Guam here shortly. These things it's going to keep going over the next few hours, though, as far as the tornado threat. It's going to go for a while. And these out here, they're going to continue to grow. That's how all the outer bands usually in these tropical storms do. This is a typhoon. About the same thing, though. Right now, this is cell N7, no movement was detected. This is right next to the eye wall. This thing's moving very, very, very slowly. Obviously, with all how the storms move, they move very slowly. And this one is doing just that. Unfortunately, we have that one camera. This is the only camera we have. Look at the satellite imagery on this. Holy cow, man. That is insane. This thing next to Guam, obviously, it is still pretty far away. The eye wall from getting to there. But right now, dude, this thing is... Holy cow. Look at the eye wall. I wish we had, like with Hurricane Melissa, which this is not even close to the same kind of situation as that. That one was probably the worst Jamaica will ever see. Wish we can hope that will, because it's over now. But that was terrible. Look at how intense the winds get by the eye wall. I've never seen these colors even. This is like every single color that you can possibly get on velocity that we're seeing over here. But right now we have so many tornadoes happening on the southeastern side of Guam. But it's going to be hard to tell if we have tornadoes that hit there. This storm, though, is about to go right over this area, is about to go right over Guam. So if you live in Guam right now, take shelter. There's no tornado in there from what we know right now because the velocity is kind of hard to tell, especially when you're in the green. But treat it like there is because they can pop up from out of literally nowhere and do insane damage for a few moments. This is a storm that will not go over lightly. This thing is going to continue to just absolutely demolish this island. And if you live in northern Marina Islands, San Jose, that is the area that's going to be getting hit the worst. It's going to pass right. I think it's going to be literally like on the dot as of right now of where that hits. Right here, though, just to the north of Guam. If you live in Macmac, Sinapalo, Machong, Asdudo, that is probably where it's going to get hit. That's probably, you're going to see the eye wall potentially if you live there. From we know that this thing can move erratically, like constantly changing very, very quickly. Let's go to see what BAVI's looking like on live satellite. As of, okay, this was as like 10 minutes ago from now. All right, this is what we're looking at. I wonder, can I share this? Should be sharing. You should be able to see the imagery, the actual cloud imagery of what this is looking like. This thing is absolutely insane, guys. Like, this is where we can expect the landfall to occur. If you live to the north of Guam, if you live in Sinapalo, that is where, I mean, I think the evacuation is about over. Like, it's probably too late now. This thing is, it's right on your doorstep. It's going to be here at Sunday, 2 p.m. This thing, again, is moving very, very slowly. 2 p.m. today is when this will be right around here, but around, I'd say 6 p.m. Is when the eye wall is probably going to be approaching Sinapalo. But yeah, right now, looking at the winds, we can see 67, 86 miles per hour winds. Okay, that is just crazy. The wind gusts, though. If you live in there, this is the big problem. If you get hit by this, we're looking at easily like almost F5 tornado. This is F4 to F3, 141 mile per hour wind gust. That is enough to completely destroy everything in the area. That is absolutely insane. The pressure this thing has, oh my goodness. Yeah, look at the pressure on that. 941. Holy crap. Precipitation, this is going to be, I'm not sure how this isn't like the most extreme rain ever. The rainfall totals, we're talking about the storm surge being so intense. Like crazy intense. This thing is gonna, it has all of the fuel, all of the juice to work with. It's not gonna weaken at all before it gets to Guam. I'm just gonna say that this thing is not gonna weaken literally at all. It is just gonna use all of the fuel that it possibly can get, which it has right now. This thing is fucking absolutely tearing it up. It's forecast to get even stronger. At 2 p.m. today, it's gonna go up a full 10 miles per hour as far as the strength of it. And it's going to stay this as it goes over, which by Tuesday, it'll start to go back down to what it is right now. And then Wednesday, it'll start to get a little bit worse, a little bit better. It'll become a violent typhoon and a very strong typhoon before it gets to Taiwan. Taiwan, right now, the impacts are kind of uncertain. But we may have to watch for this to even go by Taiwan. We hope that it doesn't. But right now, that is looking like a possibility. But right now, if you live in Guam, we're talking about a extremely dangerous situation. This is most likely going to be life changing for a lot of people in Guam. This thing is not slowing down at all before it gets there. It's going to, like I said, it's going to use all the fuel that it possibly has to its advantage, which has a lot to work with. And it looks like we have a tornado off the shore of Guam in the storm, which makes sense. This storm will be heading on to, or this band will be heading on to Guam here shortly. So we most likely will see a tornado. We'll probably see a few tornadoes, which I'm pretty sure we did earlier back here in Guam. But as of right now, this thing is, again, it's not going to slow down at all. The big places, again, Heights, Hagatna, and if you live anywhere on there, you're going to get some kind of impact. And if the more north you get, the worse it's going to be. If you live in northern Guam, it's going to be the little worst it possibly can be there. That is where the worst of the impacts are going to set in. The worst possible impacts out of that tropical system will be right there. I'm pretty sure up here it's raining, isn't it? I gotta check real quick. Oh, what has happened? How are the showers always by me just like pop up out of nowhere? Let's see if I can get like a view of this on my window. I don't know how they've been popping up out of nowhere. All right. I'm back. This is an early morning stream. I'm not really expecting this stream to be the biggest in the world. I just want to kind of get the information out there for anyone that may be scrolling. There's not really much of any coverages on this happening right now or any updates much. Like there's not a lot of information about this thing. So I figured I'd go live to kind of give you guys a little bit more info. So if you don't have any info anywhere else, you can come here and get a little bit of information about this if you live in Guam, because this is definitely going to be historic. What we're talking about here. This thing is, I'm going to show this again. This thing right now is forecast to even get stronger. This isn't even the strongest point. This thing is unbelievable right now. This is not the strongest of what we're going to see here. This thing by 2 p.m. on Sunday, which is today, 2 p.m. today, is going to go up an entire more 10 miles per hour, which is going to bring, like, we could see potentially 200 mile per hour wind gust. I want to show you the wind gust again. The wind gust in here is like a F4 tornado. 133, in some places we saw 140 somewhere. 140 mile per hour winds is absolutely insane. Yep, right here. 140, 141, 142. I saw 142 somewhere. That is absolutely insane. That is nuts. That is the heaviest rain. That is the craziest, most catastrophic flooding, the most catastrophic wind gust, most catastrophic storm that this Guam has probably ever seen as of right now. That's what we're seeing. This thing is crazy strong right now. It is a super typhoon by a mile. It's forecast to get even stronger. And I'm gonna switch back to radar real quick. They're tuning in from the United States, which I know obviously we're gonna have a ton of people. We have a severe thunderstorm warning. It's kind of off track, but we have a severe thunderstorm warning in Mississippi. We have, of course, no radar even close to this thing. But right now, this severe thunderstorm warning has an inch hail and 60 mile an hour wind gust tag on it in Mississippi. We have a camera here. You can check by Philadelphia, Mississippi. This is a Ryan Holyall camera. So Ryan Holyall has actually put this camera here. Props to him for doing that, so we can kind of have a look at this. Yeah, but right now that storm's still severe warned for the next hour. This is what the storm structure is looking like. So it's pretty strong thunderstorm. It's going to be moving towards D Gulb, Scuba, and Shakalak. I definitely did not say that right. But yeah, that's where that storm's moving to. So if you live there, make sure you're taking shelter. Indoors, away from windows. This hail is a threat. Again, going back to our major typhoon BAVI here, which this is probably going to be like the only coverage I do ever on a typhoon. This is about the only typhoon that I'm going to cover. But, I mean, this thing is just insane right now. I had to go cover this, kind of do like a little pre-coverage because this thing, I'm not going to be here for when it landfalls, but I wanted to get the information out there. This thing is going to be historic, life-changing for anyone that is in Guam today and into tonight as well. The winds the wind speed itself is crazy enough, like 86 mile an hour winds, and this is just in the clouds. The wind gust brings it to an entire another level, like 141. Where was that? I don't even know where that was. 141 wind speed, or wind gust, is absolutely insane. You can even see this on with the temperatures. That's insane. You can see this on the temperatures, humidity as well. Look at that. You can even see this spiral on the humidity. The pressure, obviously, you're going to be able to see like a huge wave. But yeah, the satellite, that's what it's looking like. After this does go through Guam, though, again, if you're just tuning in, we could see this go towards Taiwan and cause some problems. Again, this is like the only typhoon that I'm ever going to cover. Obviously, we'll cover like about every hurricane that happens in the United States, but this thing is so historic that we have to cover this. Kind of get some info about it. We're not going to be covering the landfall, but we're going to have a pre-coverage out here. The pressure has dropped to 143 millibars, I think is the minimum. 143 or 943, 942. One of those two. Man, this thing is insane. All right. We're going to be here till about 6:30, so we got about 10 more minutes or so. Right now, if we go to the wind gusts that we're seeing on Guam right now, we're seeing about 38 to 40, 50. It's going to feel like a severe thunderstorm warning for a little bit. Feel like a severe thunderstorm in Guam for a little bit, but then it's just going to keep getting worse and worse, and it's not going to go away. That's what we're looking at. The storm is with a tornado, so we pretty much have confirmation there is a tornado. I want to say just off the shore. It's going to be moving into Guam by the next radar scan. If you live in Hagatna, Agana Heights, Mena, you need to be in your shelter. There's a tornado coming towards your direction, about to make landfall. Tornado about to make landfall. Not even just a typhoon. There is a tornado about to go into Hagatna here in the next minute or so. I would almost bet that this thing is, even though the CC doesn't say it, this thing is definitely probably on the ground. These things can pop up like quickly, like by the next radar scan, it might not even be there. But right now in Hagatna, this thing's going to be doing damage. So if you live between Hagatna, Mena, Agana Heights, even in Asan, Pity, Tamunying, you need to be in your shelter, as these things are erratic. They can go anywhere. But yeah, we have a tornado out there right now. What a crazy situation. Might even have one on land right now too. But this one's big. Like, this is a pretty big tornado, if that's on the ground, which I would almost bet it is. Right there. All right, going back to the satellite data. At 6 a.m., this is what the storm over there is looking like this storm. That's what the storm's looking like. That is in Hagatna. That is producing a tornado, the potential tornado. I would almost bet that it is a tornado. By Hagatna right now. That's what the look of that is looking like. Oh, did they update the? Oh, they did. They updated this. That's actually good. I like that. Okay, they updated my pen thing. It's pretty cool. This is probably gonna be the only stream. This is definitely gonna be the only stream where it looks like this, just because it's a very, very rushed thing. I didn't even load OBS for this. This is the one stream that's gonna look like this ever. So enjoy it. If you don't like it, don't worry. It's gonna be back soon. In the next stream, and then I'll find. I'm already making one that I'm gonna keep it like that. It doesn't have any HTML, but it has some tornado stuff for it. But yeah, whenever I change to that in the next stream, it's gonna probably stay that for quite some time. But yeah, that's what we're looking at. All right, going back to this, just to the north of Hagatna, we have a tornado. It's going to be moving into Hagatna here shortly. Like within the next minute or so. It's probably over right now. The radar hasn't updated since 6:18 at 6:22. So in Hagatna right now, we have a potential damaging tornado. The CC probably will show us some more data here in a moment, that if this is on the ground or not. We're going to pay attention closely to the CC. Again, this is the only like thing that I'm going to make about this typhoon. I'm not going to make a video about it. Most likely. We'll have a forecast video out right after this stream. Yeah, you notice all the cans of like soda have a little dot at the bottom, like a paint dot. I wonder why that is. But right here, yeah, that's definitely tornado. Typhoon warning goes here for the next 4 hours. I'm sure this will definitely get extended. Will definitely. We have an update on something. I heard a sound, which means we have a warning update, advisory update, something like that. No idea. Right now we have a tropical disturbance with 0-0, so that's like nothing gonna happen there. I want to check what the NHC report on that is. Like, I've never seen it just 0-0. Okay, is this new? No, this radar has not updated the entire time. It's very bad. Pacific. Yeah, I've never seen that. Taking a look at the NHC, National Hurricane Center's outlook. This is literally just white. 0% chance of cyclone form. I don't even know why they have that. Like, why do they even have an alert out for that if there's no chance of that happening? I should just took that away. Atlantic, we have nothing. Good. Central Pacific, we got this, which is the same exact one on here. That's just going to do nothing. The Atlantic one's obviously the one we have to watch the most, because all of that is where it could impact us. But right now, it doesn't look like it's going to. Got nothing happening over the next 7 days as of right now. The area that's like right now, if it happens, it's gonna be a problem. Is the Gulf right now? If something happens in the Gulf, which we're in a super super El Nino. We're not actually. We're in a very regular El Nino. They just added words on it to make it seem like it's a bigger event. It's just the El Nino, but it's pretty high El Nino, pretty strong El Nino. So it's gonna be hard. But if something starts to develop in the Gulf, it's gonna be probably catastrophic. So we're really hoping that doesn't happen right now. And it looks like that the wait, do we have tornado warnings in Guam? We have special marine warnings. This is definitely gonna have water spout possibles. Water spouts and wind gusts. Water spouts can easily overturn birds. This is already just tornadoes on the water, by the way, if you're wondering what a water spout is. We have like fucking 28 of them. My bad. I didn't mean to curse. We have 28 of them. Something like that. We have an insane amount. But yeah, that's what we're currently looking at. That's what this is right here. This whole big line. That's all just water spouts or tornadoes on the water. But yeah, we have a special marine warning here. Tornado looks like it's out here now. It's still probably over Hagana. The only reason that we can't tell if it is or if it isn't is because the radar is so close to here. It's going to be very difficult. We may have a debris signature there. But since the radar is so close, it gets very close to the ground. So this is looking at very close to the ground, which is why the CC is not there. But all right, I hope you guys enjoyed. This was a pre-coverage of hope you guys enjoyed. This was a pre-coverage of Super Typhoon. What is this? Super Typhoon BAVI. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Have a great rest of your day. Appreciate you for tuning in. I'm finally going to go to bed. This is the last time that you're going to see the stream look like this, thankfully. So, all right. Have a great rest of your night, guys. Great rest of your day. And I'll see you guys in the next one. All right. Peace out.